Top 25 albums of 2025, part 2, let's get into it. I'm counting down 5 of my favorite albums every day this week till I hit the top 5 on Friday, so hit that follow button if you want to come along for the journey. Alright, let's get into today's albums. At number 20, I got Florian TM Zeisig with A New Life. Every year I got one album I throw on to hit the emotional and mental reset button, and this was the one for me in 2025. The press notes for this describe it as not an album and that it doesn't belong to a genre, and I get it because this is the sort of ambient transcendence that strips you of all mental constructs and restores you to a place of pure being. Not to be too hyperbolic, really sun-kissed ambient jazz that leaves you lighter than when you came in, a dynamic and gorgeous record. At 19, I got Erica de Cassier with Lifetime. Is anyone cooler than Erica de Cassier at the moment? I don't think so. I think she's pretty much the coolest. One of the stars from the red-hot Scandinavian music scene, de Cassier dropped an airtight, dewy album full of effortless R&B that gives a glow-up to 90s coffee shop trip-hop. This isn't quiet storm music, this is quieter storm music. Perfect late-night album. Dim the lights and submit to the whisper. At number 18, I got Joanne Robertson with Blur, 3 R's. For me, I feel like 2025 was the year where grouper became her own microgenre, and this album is a perfect example of that. This album has the sort of sound where the negative space and the demo-like performances are just as important to the songs as the tunes themselves. Sweet acoustic ballads shrouded in the atmosphere of an abandoned mall. Also, Exit Vendor kind of sounds like someone butchering a Fleetwood Mac song. Complimentary because you can definitely hear the potential for these songs to be more accessible if they were polished, but it's the way that she presents them that makes them so special. At number 17, I got Cherif Megerbane with Hawalot. The Habibi Funk label does not miss, and this release from the Lebanese composer is no exception. So many styles from across the globe here. You got peppy, 60s orchestral pop, rare groove hip-hop, psychedelic funk, 70s library jazz. You're gonna get a passport stamp just listening to this thing. This album is such a crowd pleaser. If you've ever wondered what a Khruangbin album produced by Madlib might sound like, this will give you a pretty good idea. And at number 16, I got Jelly Haha with Switcheroo. No album made me smile more than this one. Giddy synth pop that sounds like the adaptation of a giant bag of Halloween candy. It kind of takes the spirit of indie sleaze and makes it feel more inclusive and wholesome, like LCD Sound System scoring an episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse. An absolute blast of a debut. She's a star in the making, and this is all pop rocks and Pepsi. Alright, that's today's 5. Come back tomorrow. We'll be counting down 5 more.